Ons gesels met Jabulani van die Rustenburg Herald. Good morning, Jabulani.
Good morning, Johnny, and good morning to your listeners.
Are you well this morning?
I'm well, thanks, and how are you?
No complaints, no complaints. It's turning to summer.
Summer is around the corner, yes.
What can we expect in the newspaper this afternoon?
In this week's newspaper, Johnny, on the front page, we have the Spec Boom project that the Rustenburg Herald has been doing with the Waterberg Academy. So we have a front page of a Spec Boom, or an elephant tree, as the English people call it. It's on the front page, so the progress of the project can be seen there on the front page. Valdi Volkswagen, our news editor, took a picture of the Spec Boom, so the people can just see there on the front page. And then the Department of Rural Development and Land Reform on Monday denied the veracity of a list that was published by AgriForum of farms which were claimed to be, or which AgriForum thinks that are going to be expropriated without compensation. So the story is there on page 3. Another one on page 3, the former SDB chairperson at a well-known school in Waterberg appeared in court last week on the 8th of August facing charges of child molestation. He was remanded in custody and the case was postponed to the 15th of September. Our readers will realize that we've been doing follow-up articles on this SGB chairperson. We haven't mentioned his name and we haven't mentioned the name of the school yet, before the court decides on his fate. The story is on page 3. And then on page 5, what everyone already knows now, Sean Abrahams has been shown the door. That this is after the Constitutional Court ruled that his appointment was invalid and unlawful. So the story is there on page 5. And then on page 6, motorists in Rustenburg have been urged by the police in Tavanni to keep their vehicles safe at night. This comes after a few residents opened cases with the police. One such resident was sleeping last week on Tuesday, and then when he woke up the next morning, his vehicle tires were stolen and his car left on top of bricks. So the Rustenburg Herald spoke to Tavanni Station Commander Colonel Opa Rapata, who gave the public tips on how to keep their vehicles safe. So the story is on page 6, if our readers would like to know more about that. And then last week, the police appointed a junior provincial commissioner and a junior deputy provincial commissioner. So the Rustenburg Herald met up with the new junior deputy provincial commissioner. Her name is Namateho Mahachani, a 14-year-old from Marikana, and we did a story about her. So if our readers would like to read more on that, they can go to page 6 of this week's Rustenburg Herald. The 7th story, the Rustenburg has been terrorized by a group of criminals coming from Gauteng. They come with a taxi to Rustenburg to steal cars. For example, if there are 5 occupants in the taxi, they make sure that they return with 5 cars in Gauteng, back to Gauteng. So the police arrested 3 of these criminals recently, and only one of them was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. So the more on this story is on page 7 of this week's Rustenburg Herald. And then our news editor, Mr. Valdi Volkswagen, did a standpoint on Sean Abrahams, that story that I mentioned on page 3, whose appointment was found invalid and unlawful. So the standpoint is on page 14, if our readers would like to hear what Mr. Valdi Volkswagen thinks about that. And then the back page, on our back page, the Rustenburg Cycling Club recently took part in the Fort Marico mountain bike race. So they are pictured there on the back page in this week's Rustenburg Herald. If our readers would like to see that, they can go to the back page of the Herald. And finally, our cooking page features Maria Marguerite, who prepared ham and mushroom tart. So page 4 of the properties, the story is there, which was written by Liesel Brooksma, one of my colleagues here. So our readers can go there for the cooking page. And then the newspaper is available this afternoon in the street for 5 rands. Our readers can also purchase the newspaper online on our website, which is www.rustenburgherald.co.za. Follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook. And you can also watch us on YouTube. Because normally when we go out to stories, we take pictures and then we take videos and then we upload them on YouTube. So our
just search for Rustenburg Herald.
Yes.
Thank you, Jabulani.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
Enjoy your day and enjoy the rest of the week, man.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay,
That
bye.
was Jab